It's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk, and I've been sketching out a new idea for a template because I know you guys like templates to know how to cut up your stamped creations. So this template is primarily for either A4, which is the standard card size in the UK, or letter size, American letter size cardstock. So I cut myself a piece of 12 by 12 down to show you the difference, actually, because I often talk about A4 letter size, it's very similar, but I just want to actually show you the difference. So this is the UK A4 and this is letter size, so this is 8.5 by 11 inches. Can you see it's a little bit short on that end and it's a little bit fatter just there? So that's kind of the main difference. So I had this little wee idea for how to cut your stamped sheets, whether it's letter size or A4, to create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces that can then be used for creating particularly slimline cards, right? Mainly, but we're going to experiment. This is the first time I've done this, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. So I'm going to start with the measurements for A4. So if you are watching this on the replay and you want to skip ahead to the American measurements, please do. When you see that yellow bit of paper in front of me, you'll know that's what I'll be working on. So to make it easier for us in the UK or Canada or Australia, because we all use metric, cut your piece of A4 cardstock down to 28 centimeters. This will just help a little bit, and you can save that little slither for another day, you know, that is fine. Right, I've got my little diagram here. Oops, hold on. I've just got to get it up. See, look, this is my little sketch that I did. I did my little bit of maths, and hopefully my maths will work out. So the idea is that you cut 3.5, I think this is right, 3.5 centimeters here. So I'm just going to mark it with a pencil to save me actually having to cut this out. And 3.5 centimeters here. Now I'm just realizing that actually I might not want to do that. I might want to do 7. So instead of doing one either side, I'm actually going to do one here as well, because you may decide that you want a fatter one. See, I'm already adjusting it. You see, I had this little plan and already I'm going, oh no, this is going to be better. Okay, that's fine. So you cut either this one or this one. Then you're going to turn your paper and you're going to cut either 3.5 or 7. So if you imagine this wouldn't actually exist. This would be off because you've cut it already. But you can then cut either like that. Or if you wanted a slimmer one, you can cut it like so. So although I'm saying the word cut, I am drawing so that we can lay this over the top of a stamped one sheet wonder, and then you can see what to do. Then you'll be left with this piece here, and this you would then cut at 7 centimeters and then 14 centimeters. Oops, hold on. Got to get it right in at the 21 level. And then you would end up with your 3 pieces then to do with what you want. So you can either have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or you can do 1, 2, and then have your 3 pieces like so. Right, I'm going to give you the measurements in inches now. Just going to move my little picture along. So for you guys, you do not need to trim anything off because I'm going to do this all in inches for you. So here you would cut 2 inches. Oh no, I'm going to have to use my, oh that's not reaching. My pencil's not reaching through. I need a pencil with a pointier point. So you can have 2 inches there. 4 inches there. I have to say this is a little bit easier because they're whole numbers. Oh, and then what did I say? Oh no, 1 3/4. There we go. So with yours there's a slight change. So do 1 3/4, and 1 3/4 makes 3 1/2. And then you're left with 3 2 1/2 inch pieces. So it is a bit different to ours, what you're left with. But I could adjust the numbers a little bit if you want to have more for this section here. We're doing 2 1/2, so that needs to go there. No, that's not right. Ruth, that's not right. Oh, I know what I've done wrong. Okay, start again. I know what I've done wrong. That should be 1 3/4 there. I forgot that I had made an adjustment. This was it. I wondered why it didn't look right. Hey, this will work now. There we go. Oops. 1 3/4. I thought I'd changed it. Oh no. No. 1 3/4 there. Sorry, I'm not looking at any comments as yet because I wanted to focus on this. Okay, I think I probably will reshoot this video so that it doesn't confuse people. There we go. No, that's not right. 1 3/4. I thought I'd... 3 1/2. Did I not do that correctly? 3 1/2. No, I didn't do it correctly. So ignore that bit. Just see if I can find an eraser. Wrong kind of eraser. Just going to cheat, use some yellow washi tape. Right, this should now work. So we should have 2 1/2 inches per slot, and that will give you 3 sections of 2 1/2. 2 1/2. There we go. Voila. Right, so let's see how this will look then on a one sheet wonder. Right, there we go. Oh my word, got there in the end. So here we have yes, so that's a bit closer to the oh yes. So now that, yes. So I suppose I could make it a little bit closer to, if we ended up with a 28 there. I could make more adjustments, but I was trying to find numbers that were kind of easy to work to. Right, now this is the test. You need to grab a kind of all over design stamped one sheet wonder and see if it works. So let's have a look. There we go. So I guess if you wanted to give yourself a little bit extra on this side, you could do, and then you would end up with slightly fatter section. So you could increase this by 1/2 centimetre. But there we go. That is what you end up with, roughly. Okay. So I don't know whether to just scrap this video completely, start again, pretend like you've never seen it before, and I'll do the correct measurements. I may even do that adjustment so that we don't waste so much and cut it at 29 centimetres rather than 28. What do you think, guys, watching on the live? You've had an exclusive to my bumblings. My ramblings and my bumblings. What do you think? Do you think it's a good one to share, this template? I'm going to read your comments now because I've missed them all. Who's meowing? Oh, May. Yes, there's meowing. Hi, Gina. Hi, Valerie and Christine, and who else is here? Martina, Michaela. Hi, Mindy. Life-changing, is it? Oh, Doreen. Yes, I mean, either way, you can use the strip. I think, okay, so if I show you what my original plan was, it was so that you would cut a bit off that end, a bit off that end, then you do a bit off there, and then you'd end up with a middle bit. And I just thought that was so cool. But now I've actually drawn it out, I'm like, you know, what do I prefer? So I'm not sure what I prefer. I just thought that if you have these whole, especially if you have 3.5, and so for us in the UK, this is 3.5 or it's 7. So I just thought it's just so easy to remember. It's like 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, which you know. Shall we do it? Let's cut this up in the way that I intended. So we'll cut this at 28, which you do end up with a piece that you could stick on the inside of card. So we'll cut this at 7. Cut this at 7. So this is how I envisioned it, so that it's just really simple. Cut it at 7 and then cut this at 7. 1, 2. Voila. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so if you wanted to cut that in half, you could do and split it, or you just use it as it is, or you could cut across like this and use 2 of those on one card and another section on another card, and then this will be fine for your your typical sized. That'll fit on there, and then you just do a little bit of a strip. Yes, Gina, I will. I'm just kind of like figuring it out, so I'm trying to decide what's the best measurements to give so that it's really easy to understand. So like this one, I know what, let me see if I can find a 12 by 12 one sheet wonder that I can cut up. Maybe you should cut them up immediately, so I don't have many to hand. This one would work. Oh yeah, this will do. I'll use this one. Okay, so I'm going to cut this to the inches measurement. So I'm going to cut 8.5. So imagine this is not, mind you, that could work for a 12 by 12. 8.5 by 11. Oh, I know what, I'll cut a wee bit off each side. There we go. That'll make more sense. Yes, I know, you're very good at these, Martina. This is live. Welcome, Ivy. I am early, yes. I've got a class later, so I thought I'd come on a bit earlier. Okay, so this, following my new template system for the American sizes, we're going to cut this out of this. Just have a look what might look better. I think I might do it that way around. Yeah, we'll do it that way around. Okay, so we're going to cut 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. Okay, turn it, do 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, turn it. Oh no, it was 2 1/2, wasn't it? 2 1/2 and 2 1/2. Okay, so that's how you end up with 1 2 3, and then your 2 pieces, your 2 pieces. Okay, so either you can create 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 cards, or you could do 5 cards if you're going to use both of those. Although you probably wouldn't use both of those, you really would end up with 7 cards. Okay, how's that then? What do you think? And then of course you do have this section here, which you could then just cut. If you're doing a 12 by 12, you can just cut this in half. Oh, I know, Gina. I know. It is a shame that we do different sizings, but then, you know, it makes life interesting, doesn't it? So that can be used. Mind you, you guys don't tend to make 6-inch cards. Your cards tend to be 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, don't they? So you could cut this down to 5 1/2. There we go. So that would be more. Martina's having a little palpitation after cutting the wreath up. There we go. They're meant to be enjoyed. So yes, I will draw this out. I will do a little template for this. I'll put it in Artful Stampin space. Yeah. Hi, Janice. Oh, Carrie, I've got so many. I've got so many. Right, so there we go, guys. That's my new template system, and I will draw it up for you. I'll draw it out on the grid paper with dark lines, and I'll take a photograph for you. So there we go. Oh, thank you, Margaret. That's 3 a.m. Have you been to bed yet, or are you just getting up? Thanks, Caroline. What stamp set is the flower from? Oh, which one are you talking about? This one or this? The blue one or the red one, Doreen? Oh, Janice. Welcome to the weekend. That's what I can say to you. The red one. This has got about 3 different flowers in it. So it's got the flower from, is it Tasteful Touches? The poinsettia, and it's also got Beautiful Friendship. So that rose and the rose there, and then that daisy is from Framed for You, which is just retired. And it had holly leaves in it from a Christmas stamp that retired last year. Yeah, this was, I think I stamped this in a class to demonstrate to the class what to do. And so it had a whole mixture of different stamps in there. So, yeah, definitely had Forever Fern. Yeah. So, there we go. So now I need to go away and make cards out of these. So. So the best way to find the template then is, if you don't do Facebook, which I know a few of you don't, is just to email me and I'm quite happy to send you a photograph. So ruthtrice@gmail.com. I'll try and remember to get around to blogging about it, so it should be on my blog too, and I'll pin it. And then I will certainly put a picture on Artful Stampin Space. Yeah, I can find 12 by 12 frames, Martina. Yeah. Yeah. But sometimes these wreaths, I don't think they're super frameable. They're just, yeah. That's why I cut it up, to be enjoyed by more people. I have had some sleep and will watch for... Oh. Oh. Oh, well, you're very welcome, Margaret. Right, well, I'm going to go now and get tea started because I have a class at, what's the time? 8 o'clock, so in about 2 hours' time. So I need to do a little bit more prepping for that. And then I'll see you again soon, guys. So, yeah, this will be the video for Friday. And I hope to see you next week, God willing. And if you want to still get your fix, then please do have a look at other... I looked at my playlist for Stamped One Sheet Wonders, and there's like 200, nearly 250 videos in there. So, got lots to keep you going. Take care, everyone. Have a great weekend. Bye.